Damn, Teddy. This is my first time filming. I don't know how to approach this, but it feels right. Yeah. We're here at my office. I'm in Orange. First of all, I mean, I don't think that's the right way to introduce this. We have Johnny Garcia, aka known as
Mr. Teddy Rico.
Mr. Teddy Rico. ¿Y por qué Teddy? ¿Quién te puso ese apodo, Teddy?
For neta, wey. It was a joke, way.
Yeah.
Cause what in the mornings, way, on fucking Univision, way, like I would watch the little talk show or whatever they had or whatever.
Right.
There's a comedian, I forgot his name, but listen, I think El Negro or something, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But they were doing a skit with, and he was a doctor, y la hace, yo soy el doctor Teddy Rico. You know, like the...
Así como que te di
sí,
rico.
So, así, güey, lo puse on Facebook, güey. Así as a joke.
Yeah.
I put Johnny Teddy Rico, you know?
Yeah.
And well, people, because, you know, I look like a bear and shit, they thought it was because of that, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people, they didn't know why. Like, they just started calling me Teddy.
So, era cotorreo entre la banda.
Yo mismo, güey.
Your homies, your camaradas?
No, it was just yo mismo. Like, I just put that as a joke. Fool.
Okay.
Because I'm like that. I fuck around too much.
Nice.
So I'm always doing stupid shit, you know?
That's funny. I like that.
So I put it as a joke, bro. And then people just started calling me Teddy. And I'm like, why the fuck they calling me Teddy?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, hey, do you guys get it? And they're like, no. I'm like, fool, say it in Spanish. They're like, Teddy. No, man. Like, really? I'm like, yeah, fool, that's the joke. But
and this was in high school or when
yeah,
was it?
This was like towards the end of high school, bro.
And you went to Century High School, right?
Yeah, I went to Century.
You play soccer over there. Yeah. You're talking to me about soccer.
Yeah, bro.
And right now, you know, I met you, 2 weeks ago when you were filming here with the podcast con los osos.
The podcast.
Pero tenemos un oso, MIA, a ver si se viene el osito.
Busy, bro. You know, life.
Yeah, no.
But hey,
I'm looking forward to it when you guys are on it. Yeah.
Seriously, I'm looking forward to that day too. So, a ver, ¿cuándo, osito?
A ver si te dejas mirar para que te di. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know you, Teddy, you know, who are you?
Well, I'm Johnny. My name's Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny. I grew up here, Santa Ana, bro.
Right.
Played soccer my whole life, dude.
That's dope.
My whole life since I was like 3. Like, that was my life, bro. Like.
You grew up in Santa Ana?
I grew up in Santa Ana.
Born and raised in Santa Ana?
Yeah. Well, I was born in Anaheim.
Okay.
Yeah. Hills.
The
Kaiser in Anaheim Hills. I was born there.
I was off of Lakewood? The one over there?
No, I was born there.
Nice.
But yeah, I grew up in Santa Ana my whole life, bro. And yeah, like my dad, just soccer, bro. Still his life to this day. And he inherited it to us, you know, growing up and shit, you know, since I was 3, bro. Imagine that. 3, bro. Like, really. And I'm not exaggerating with that age. Like, I was 3. Like,
that's badass.
Yeah.
And soccer in Santa Ana was pretty intense.
Bro, yeah.
I mean, I
had some friends that played, you know, they played pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, people I used to play against and, like, all that stuff. Yeah, like, Santa Ana for a while.
It's a lot of talent that's come out of Santa Ana.
It was the Mecca.
Yeah, in Orange County, the hub of California for soccer.
Yeah, bro.
I think I can relate with you with that. Even though a
lot of hidden talent, a lot of wasted talent too. A lot of wasted talent.
There's a lot of money involved.
Yeah,
it's a business, and honestly, the talent is developed the wrong way.
Yeah,
there's clubs. We I don't know how you grew up in the system.
Yeah, I played club.
It was I didn't. Clubs weren't as big as they are now.
Yeah,
but they were around, but it was very selective, and
you
know, we didn't come from means. We didn't come from.
I never played for a big club like that, but I never paid for club.
Yeah,
like that was my dad's thing. Like,
so si eres bueno. Yeah, before you were Teddy.
Yeah. Why? Why lie to the people?
Humble también.
Humbly.
Yeah.
When it comes down to soccer and shit like that, I'm cocky as fuck. I don't give a fuck.
It was fun, man.
Honestly, I knew I was good, whatever. I was good enough. You know what I mean? So I've always been cocky in soccer.
That's badass.
A lot of people will tell you that. Like when it comes down to soccer, I'm cocky as fuck.
What was your position?
I was a goalie, bro.
A goalie? Yeah, nice. You know, I remember growing up playing soccer. If you had a bad day, everything disappeared. Like you were on the pitch, you're on the
Dude.
ahí con la banda haciendo desmadre, todos los desmadrosos, and man, it was like you were in heaven, man, right?
Don't even get me started in high school, bro. But before that, like, there's a lot of people always ask me that question, like, if when you have a kid, whatever, would you want them to be a goalie? And I always tell them no.
No. You're like, hey,
no, bro.
Métanle fregadazos para que no le den ganas de ser portero.
You know why? If they want to be goalie, all means, you know? Of course I love it.
Right.
But for me to force them to be a goalie,
that's rough. It's a rough position because you're fighting for one spot.
Bro.
You're fighting for one spot and
people don't understand how mentally hard you have, like strong you have to be.
Yeah.
To be a goalie, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people think that being a goalie is just you're just standing there. It's like nah.
You got to be ready for that.
Everything's on you, bro.
Yeah.
The forwards could be missing. You're over here stopping everything you can, and that one goal fucking slips away. You guys lose. It's your fault.
La cagas y everything goes on you.
Everything falls on you.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean about the mentally strong thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't mind saying that I'm cocky as fuck when it comes down to soccer.
As you should. Confidence is
because of how mentally strong I had to be to actually be where I played at or whatever. I didn't play pro, nothing like that, but I did play a high enough level for my satisfaction. You get me? Yeah. And it was just like I had to be cocky as fuck.
It taught you discipline.
They're always putting you down. As a goalie, they're always putting you down.
Yeah.
Like always. Even if they don't mean to, you're always getting put down.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't mentally strong and confident in myself, I don't think I would have been able to do the things I did with soccer. You get me? Like
no, que chingón, man. We grew up in
that's what with that I'll admit. With that, that's the only thing I'll admit that I'm cocky as fucking.
Yeah.
You get me? Like
that's dope.
Because a lot of people they don't like that shit about me.
Yeah.
But I don't really care.
So when did you play up until?
I played college.
Oh yeah.
Just a year of college. I played at Golden West.
Golden West.
So I played all of high school.
Nice.
I didn't play my junior year. Fucking being a dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
And that year they won the fucking CIS semis.
Dang.
Yeah, and shit. And I don't regret it, but it was something I could have experienced, you know. But
yeah,
it was
those memories. They taught us lessons.
Yeah, so it was a good lesson.
It was a good lesson
then
too,
my
you know.
Senior year comes, I come play whatever else stuff. Mm-hmm. We were ranked number 1 in Orange County for a while, and like it just fell apart again.
Yeah, all I can say
shit happens, you know. Like at least I played my last year, but since my freshman year, I started since my freshman year all the way until my senior year and shit, you know, except that my junior year. But like I experienced a lot of shit that a lot of people don't get to experience. You get me? Like, so it's like I was able to travel, you know, because of soccer. I was able to like meet new places because of soccer. Sorry.
A cough or sneeze? Salud.
No,
that was a cough.
That was a cough.
Torón gallito.
Yep.
There you go.
But like I met people that I've never thought of me in my life, you know, like that I was playing club, being friends with the white boys and shit. Just going to their house and you're just like, what the they're in mansions, they live in mansions and shit.
So you did play like with the students at Golden West and they're, you know.
Well, when I went to Golden West, it was in 2015.
15?
Yeah.
It's not long ago.
No, I waited. Yeah, I waited.
Man, time flies.
I waited a while to go back because I graduated 2012.
Oh, wow.
And I stopped playing. I was just playing outside league and shit. I was just coaching at Century. Yeah. I was doing goalie coach at Century. And then, like, I just stopped going. And then one day, I got convinced, like, fuck it. I got to do something. And then I went back and, dude, I was bigger than I am now. I was.
Yeah.
And
now your nickname is Teddy after you weren't
Teddy now before. I'm Teddy.
Now you're Teddy.
Now I'm Teddy. So, like, that right there is, like, a lot of people
think that's your nickname because of that? Yeah.
So, a lot of people think that. So, it's like, when I played college, I was still heavy as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
But I was
good memories. Good memories.
I was in game shape. Like, I played. Don't get me wrong. I played. Like, I started games, like, shit like that. Like, I played, bro. You know, but it was like, fuck, like, even there, I was like, dang. But then that gave me an opportunity to play for like some amateur team out here that had X Pros and like other stuff. Shout out to La Máquina.
Okay.
And like I got to play with people I grew up around here that, you know, as a kid, like they're a little older than you, but like you look up to them in a certain way, you know?
Right.
Because I have homies that, fuck, like, to be honest, if it wasn't for them, like, I don't think club would have been as big as it is, you know, like now and shit.
Yeah, there's
like,
a lot of pioneers in the game that helped develop what it is in Orange County in soccer right now. So that's dope. That's dope. I like that. Ahora perdieron las Chivas.
I know.
Man, right? Hey,
and like that right there, we had an ex-pro. He played for Chivas.
Really? Who was it?
Se llama Edwin Borboa.
Edwin Barboa? Borboa. Where he played with Chivas?
Chivas, yeah.
Chivas USA or Chivas?
No, Chivas.
Okay.
There was a motherfucker that played Chivas USA.
That was Rene, right? There's a guy from SAC, I think. I think that was Chivas USA. I'm not sure.
But that guy, Edwin, he played at Chivas. He played that year with both one, and that they won the...
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, he was, but entrada de cambio, pues, pero he did play.
Yeah, it rings a bell. The name rings a bell. But yeah, that was a dope championship.
But yeah, with that team, it was like that. It was ex-pros. Yeah, and like shit like that. You know, it was cool as fuck. I got close to a lot of them. Like I said, it was like I was playing with people that when I was younger, like in local leagues, like you look up to them and shit. You know, because you saw them doing big shit, like going to national team and like shit like that. You know, and like fucking like you're like, oh shit, now I'm playing with them. You know, like. Oh shit! And
that's
exciting. I gotta travel with them, even though I didn't. Like they were playing the U.S. Open, I gotta go with them to Portland. Like I didn't play, but I gotta travel with the team, like different places, bro. Like shit like that. You know, dope. Fresno, like a bunch of shit.
That's amazing. And now Teddy, now you're, you know, what do you do now? You're working with musicians, right? And you mentioned you're a musician. You used to be, or I'm not sure if you are. What how are you involved in the music scene?
So music's been how soccer's been my whole life. Music has been my whole life, bro.
Right.
So like everybody in my family.
You're my little cousin's, you know, bodyguard.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alexis y Mando Único ahí que ojalá le peguen más and follow Mando Único
Oficial.
Ahí están what is
Instagram.
it? Mando Único Oficial.
Yeah.
And they had some dope songs.
Hell yeah.
They just recorded a new one, right?
A love song.
A love song?
I forgot the name.
Damn, aquí tenemos el fan que se le olvidó la canción. But no, it sounds good. I know which one you're talking
about. Too many of their music.
Not even. And what was a cool fact that my cousin was telling me, I'm not sure if it's, I guess the Toroloche.
Hoy te tocó sufrir.
Hoy te tocó sufrir. So the one
that's the name of the song.
The one that.
The homie Junior. The one that recorded the Baila Sola or whatever.
So he played the Toroloche. How do you say it? Toroloche?
Toroloche, yeah.
Toroloche. He's the one that played the Toroloche in the music video de Ella Baila Sola.
He recorded. Well, yeah, in the music video, but he recorded.
He recorded it. Okay, yeah. And he's the one that plays on the song with Alexis, and he plays with
he
Omar
played
too.
with Omar. Yeah.
That's dope. I like that scene. I like that, you know, the Toroloche. They're slapping it, and it adds like the bass. And,
shout out to homie Junior.
Yeah, man.
He's with Eslabon right now. He's touring with Eslabon Armada right now.
Okay.
Yeah. He's chilling.
It's a scene right now, how the Latino music scene, it's blowing up. It's cool to see, you know, like we're not too far from them. And, you know, I'm not musically talented in any way, but who doesn't enjoy music?
I fucking love music, bro.
You live your life listening to music
I go to sleep listening to music. I wake up listening to music. I do everything listening to music. Yeah. Bro. Like, it was funny. The homie Fabian that was on the last podcast.
Your cousin, my second cousin. I had no idea he was my second cousin. And
one of his trainers, he posted a video, and he's doing glove work with one of his boxers, and the way the punches were sounding, it was like it made a little cadence, you know. Like, so it's like a little beat, pues. Boom, boom. And I replied back like, "Oh damn, that shit's a sick ass cadence." And then he replied back, "Hey, not gonna lie, like." I had to like Google what cadence meant, you know, and I was like, "Nah, don't trip." Like
Fabian,
no, his trainer, one of his trainers. I'm like, "Nah, don't trip." Like it's cool. Like nah, I you know.
Yeah.
Like I just said it, you know, because I have that ear for the fucking sounds and shit.
Yeah.
So that's the first. I didn't even care about the glove like work, nothing. All I heard was the fucking sound.
It's funny because if you're like a fan or like you're passionate about something, there could be you know, something right in front of your eyes that's like cool for everyone else. and you're like, oh, that's like badass, and like we're like kids. Like for me, like it's like, you know, lighting, and I do all this for a living, right? Yeah. Thankfully, I'm able to, you know, I do photography, video, and then I've been at places.
You know what's good and what's not. You know? Like, you know where there's a mistake, you know where there's not. Yeah, it's funny because that happens sometimes in, like, when I'm with Alexis and Manunico, like, shout out to the homie Osito. When he was still in, he would fuck up in the note.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's gonna fuck up. You know what I mean? So he would fuck up, and the first thing he would do, just look at me. Because he knows that I knew that he fucked up. Yeah. But he would do it because, like, just out of cura, you know? Yeah. Just out of cura, and I'd just be looking at him already, like, just cracking up, like, because he knows that I know when he fucks up or when they fuck up or when I think they fuck up, you get me? And I'm just like, it was just funny. It's just a little, like, insider.
Yeah, you know your thing. You know what's up, so. That's cool. Osito's dope. I've met him a couple times. Me ha tocado el gusto de... I took their
he's
photo.
He's all right.
He dumped Mandonico though.
Nah.
Damn, Osito.
Nah, I gotta defend him on that one.
A ver qué pasó ahí.
He didn't dump him.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna say he didn't dump him.
Yeah.
Everything was good. Everything solid. Yeah. Shout out to the homie.
That's cool. You were telling me a ver cuándo te dejas venir. Yeah, but you were telling me about Osito, and I'm just playing around a bit. So tuberos, thankfully in their industry, in the music industry, they hoe around. So basically, they're lucky that they're in high demand, and they can pay the bills. Bro. They can play with anyone that hires them.
Good money, bro.
That's dope.
Get paid good money, and then when you have a family, you gotta support. Bro.
How many kids does
he has a daughter.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember a few months ago I was doing a wedding. Yeah. Somewhere in Riverside. I forgot. It was like a nice house. It's like a ranch style Riverside house that they had like el patio, in the back, and it was decked out with flowers, and it was nice. And Osito was right there, playing it, and I was doing my thing covering a wedding, and it was funny. It's cool.
So he wasn't with Mandonico?
I was surprised with that. Like that's when I was like, oh shit, like I don't know what's up.
No, even when he was with us and shit, like he still would get gigs out. Yeah. When we didn't have a gig, of course. Yeah. Like that's his job, you get me?
That's dope.
Yeah. But now se salió bien todo. Now he's with the homie Kevin.
Yeah. So he's with Kevin Saldaña?
Yeah.
Like okay, cool.
Yeah, under just random circumstances,
Kevin's cool. I've interacted with a couple times. We went to the gym last week. I invited myself to SOA Fitness. Shout out to SOA Fitness.
Homie Panther.
Here in Orange, Panther. Jimmy, right? Jimmy, dope. He's cool. So at SOA Fitness, Fabian, I guess he's my second cousin. I barely met him. How old is he? Like 20 something. He's in the young 20s, maybe not even 20s, bro, right? 19, 20. So I went to the gym last week. Yeah. And Chuy, my cousin, Alexis' brother, Alexis.
I don't like Chuy.
What's that? Chuy, ¿verdad? Ese Chuy. Yeah, so I went to the gym and I'm just going to take it easy. Nah, man, these guys were going in circuits and bench press. I'm still sore. I and I haven't worked out in years. I can't, they're all benching like two plates on each bench with like 45s. And I'm like, no. Let me go to the other bench, and I had like 15s on each one. I'm like, I can't do that. I can barely do the bar.
So what did you see the clip I posted? The one that if I avoided the question or not? You know how
I did. Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think I avoided the question or no?
I'm gonna be honest. I was recording and producing, so I can't multitask. I'm the worst at multitasking, right? So what was that about? I remember they were talking about something, and you did clip it. So.
I can't really hear it, but. You scroll up and then scroll back to the.
So what are they talking about?
Me joining.
Oh, so they're talking about you going to the gym and you're avoiding it, and you change the subject.
Supposedly, I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. It's the easiest thing to not do, working out.
Oh hell yeah,
man! it's
bro. I'm fucking dying right now.
It's like a sauna right here. It's pretty warm, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty warm and but no.
No, I'm out of shape as fuck, but right now I can't.
Yeah, but it was fun, and yeah, I went to the gym, and I kind of lost my train of thought.
Yeah,
but it's cool. It's cool. Thank you for filming your first episode.
Yeah, bro,
and hopefully it's many more from last week, and it was a dope vibe. You had Alexis, yourself, Jimmy, and Fabian, right? So it's cool to see.
He just started his pro boxing career.
Fabian, so he's 1-0.
Yeah.
I saw he went to they fought in Culiacan, right?
Yeah.
How did you didn't go, right?
Nah, I didn't go.
And they gave you shit for that. That you were scared.
Nah,
que tenías miedo.
I thought we were fucking around.
Yeah,
because I was telling like
pura cura.
Yeah, like, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah.
And that's why
you had a good comeback though. That I was scared of seeing you get knocked down.
Hey, I don't know how I'm good at that, but just that going back, how I said don't get me started with Century and shit about like the whole soccer shit. The like you have a bad day, but you just get with the soccer people and bro, right there. No, I had to learn how to defend. Bro, I didn't start. You could say I'm kind of like a no sabo kid, bro. Like, because I didn't really start speaking Spanish until like high school, bro.
Really?
Like, yeah, I knew how to read it. I knew how to speak it.
But you grew up in Santa Ana.
Yeah, but my parents, I would talk to them in Spanish, but just to them. But my mom knows English. My dad knows English. You know, like my mom grew up here. Like,
so you're second generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I didn't really speak it. And then at school, the advantage my sisters and my brothers had were that when they went to school, they offered Spanish throughout elementary too. So you would get taught English and Spanish, and mine, no, it was just English the whole time. And then sadly, I was fucking in honors classes, like all the time. So I had to, I never really like used shit. You get me? Until like high school, that I had to.
Cause Century, bro, from what I've heard, it's like they have banda at their proms and everything, right? They pura raza.
The ones that started were the year before me, 2011. They had banda.
Okay.
And then we had banda too, 2012.
That's cool.
Yeah, but me, I ended up being in ASB and shit.
Okay.
My senior year, so like everything I could, either to bring a banda or to bring a grupo or something, I would do it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I would try to convince everybody, like,
that's cool.
Trust me, no one's gonna fucking like it. Like, no one's gonna like it if you just bring a DJ, dude. Like, no, just, bro, we're all like Mexican, dude. Like, just bring a fucking banda or something, or bring a grupo.
Cool. Yeah.
So we would just bring grupos and shit.
Que chingón,
bro.
Man. That's
but
exciting.
like I had to speak Spanish every fucking day. Yeah. Learn how to defend myself. Cause you're a target. You're a freshman. You're in varsity. You're a target, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're a target.
Especially,
so it's like you gotta defend yourself verbally, like no other, bro. Like
you can't complain about being bullied because they'll do it more.
No, it's that. Yeah. Luckily, I was able to, and I was the bully. I ended up being the bully. But it's like that was a culture, you could say, but like the soccer culture there and shit. It was like. We were there, to go to school, but we were there to have fun, dude. Like, if we could have fun, anytime we could have fun, we had fun, bro. Like,
that's cool.
A lot of people hated us because of that, because we were just desmadrosos and shit. But
hell yeah.
I had fun. I don't regret shit.
Good times. And then what are you doing now? What do you, we were talking about, you're security guard for Mando Único.
Yeah, I started off with Mando. They're homies, I've been with them since the beginning.
Yeah, it's been amazing to see their progress. I remember when Alexis
was
picking up the Bajo Sexto, and I remember him, and his dad, my uncle. Ahí estamos, ¿verdad? His dad, my uncle, he's married to my mom's sister, and he's always been a musician, and cool. Alexis just picked it up. Yeah, Alexis picked it up, and Alexis, by the way, was a really good soccer player.
Yeah,
he was,
I heard.
He was a goal scorer. I don't know.
Cascarita with him, I don't know. Dude.
Maybe he was in the age grade, and then when he got older,
Nah, when I met him, he was like 15. Bro.
Yeah. Según era goleador.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he just lost the interest.
Almost 10 years older than that.
Yeah.
Like 7 years older.
So you're a security guard with Mando Único. You keep him safe, and then.
Security staff, I help them unload too. Like everything, anything they need, bro.
What does that entail? Like, what do you do?
I help load up. I help set up everything. And then when everything's there, I'm just there watching out.
Yeah.
You know, shit.
And you love the music and you're at events.
Exactly. And,
hey, but what about at the event? Like, no se te antoja una cervecita, or you gotta.
Well, they offer you, of course, you know, like
there's staff to kind of like have to chill at certain type of places.
Not with them.
Not with Banda Único?
No.
Yeah.
Because I'm not driving.
Ah, okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like, so I also work with Omar as staff and security.
Okay.
Too.
Omar Ruiz? Yeah.
With Omar Ruiz. And so, there, I have to watch.
Yeah.
Because I could be driving. You get
okay.
Me? Yeah. So, it's like, there, it's more professional in a way, like, quote unquote, more professional.
Okay.
And all that stuff. And I don't mean in a bad way like that, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, it is what it is, you know? Like, right there. But if I need to drive, like when I'm Manunico, like I won't drink.
Yeah, don't drink and drive, guys.
Yeah, don't drink and drive at all.
That's chingon. How'd you meet?
Random, bro. Like well,
how'd you get into that?
You can say randomly. Well, I was in a banda. My family had a banda. Mm-hmm. I was with the homies banda. Like I've been around music my whole life. Right. Like I said.
I see you doing this a lot. Were you a guitarist or?
No,
that's just like
just fidgeting.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What instrument did you play?
I played the tuba, but I sang more.
You sang?
Yeah.
¿Qué rolitas te aventabas? ¿Así de Amores o las de Banda MS? Acá?
I'm a bandero.
¿A bandero?
Yeah, I'm a bandero more. But I like the romantic way more. Like,
ajá. Yeah. La arrolladora.
It's the old school.
Esas sí te pegaban, ¿verdad? Cuando te dejaban o...
Till now, bro. You can see my stories.
Yeah.
We're just fucking...
Is there a certain song that... you're like, esa no, it's like to the day, like that'll hit you.
Know that like, oh, like fuck, oh, it's gonna like make me cry or shit. Not like that. I don't have a song like that because even my shit, I love every type. When I say every type of music, I love every type of music, bro. Like I'll listen to weird ass shit for as long as I like it, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
But my main shit is R&B and like banda, like a romantic, you know, like my shit is love shit. Yeah, that's my shit, bro.
Nah, get chingón,
you know. So it's like that. That's why I don't have a song that is like, oh, it's gonna bring back memories. Like, nah.
Yeah.
But there is certain songs that you're just like, it does make you remember about a certain thing. You know.
Yeah.
And like, there's quite a few. Like, fucking, which one? Like. It's another arrolladora.
La arrolladora, hijo de su madre.
No, man. Hey, I saw them live.
Yeah?
Yeah, my sisters won tickets from Univision. They had a private concert and shit. Yeah, I saw them live, güey.
Tengo un compa de la high school que también
Cabecita dura, güey.
Hijo, we'll play it for you in a little bit. Yeah, we'll incorporate music here so our people, you know, our guests, or, you know, hopefully we got some people watching this. We'll add a little bit more of energy and everything. But sí pegaban, ¿verdad? Las y before Banda MS, before who was the other? I mean, Recodo's been Recodo for years, right? Recodo's right there.
But Recodo was when Mimoso was there.
The fire.
Mimoso's my favorite singer ever. Bro.
Yeah.
Ever, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
Esas
ever.
Y llegaste tú, right? That was one of the Mimoso, no?
Yeah, that's Mimoso. Alex Ojeda también. Alex Villarreal, El Borrego. Like that when they had those three singers. No.
That's dope.
Hoy me reclamaron por venir a verte.
One of my first experience working, so I do photography, and I had a good mentor, Ernesto, from Santa Ana, Ernesto Olivares, real badass photographer for weddings. We got hired to go do the International Banda Festival at Pico Rivera, right? And honestly, fuimos al desmadre, you know? My single days, I was over there. I was a little bit younger.
Yeah.
I had to be like 2015. 2015 when I started, 15, 16. And we're on stage, and ahí estaban todas las bandas. Cuisillo, Recodo.
Cuisillo's too, bro.
Cuisillo's badass, right?
They had some amazing singers,
yeah. And I was on stage right there, and I remember, I don't recognize the names, but all the Banda Recodo guys, integrantes were there, and I remember for a little bit there was a girl right there on stage. Y me puse, instead of taking photos for a little bit, she was like, you know, and I don't know how to dance, by the way, so you know, ahí estamos haciendo la cura, and good times, you know, who doesn't like banda?
Hey, I fucking love bandas, bro. Like, especially singers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even before, like, Recoditos before.
Yeah.
When Carlos Arabia was there with El Flaco.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro.
Y ahorita está pegando, in a way, banda opened the doors for a lot of the music that's like worldwide, right?
Recodo has shows in fucking Europe and shit, bro. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck? In places where they don't speak Spanish and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like that opened, and I think they were the first ones to do it. The first bandas to do
Recodo?
it.
Yeah.
To go like international like that. Yeah. To go like international like that, to like over to Europe and have shows and shit. Like, I think they were the first ones. And then I feel like that they opened up a lot of doors, bro.
Right.
For a lot of people too, like Julio Preciado.
Well, Preciado, Mimoso, El Yaqui, all those came from Barrio Recodo, amongst others.
Sarabia too.
Which one's Sarabia?
Carlos Sarabia. He was with Recoditos. He's the one that sings la de... What song did he have?
Cántala, Terry.
No, I forgot what song
Yeah.
he had back then that everybody knows.
Yeah.
No la de Ando Bien Pedo, because that's...
Ando Bien Pedo.
Yeah. But he's on that. That's when he was there too.
Yeah.
But he has a song, La Escuelita.
Off the top of my...
I am empecé a besarte los labios y hacerte caricias.
Ah, okay.
Después, he's the one singing that one. Yeah. But he was with Recodo before. It was him with El Mimoso. And that was a sick ass era too.
Yeah.
I was like in the beginnings and shit.
Es que cuando llega la banda, empieza la fiesta.
Oh.
Like, you go to a wedding.
You know what my pet peeve is, bro?
What?
We get to a gig.
Uh-huh.
Oh, ya llegó la banda. Like, when I'm with Mando Nico or something. Like, I get it. Because a lot of people don't know the difference and shit. But, like, it's a pet peeve to me because like, I'm a musician. Like, like, we're a grupo. Like, we're a
grupo,
sireño. Grupo sireño. That's the thing. Like,
that's what Mando
Nico is.
Yeah.
You know, so when they say like, oh, ya llegó la banda, it's like, pues no somos banda, like, la banda is la banda.
And they'll expect to add
yeah, and like, so they'll go and they'll ask songs, like banda songs that they're like not impossible to take out, you know, but it's not
their style.
That, and you don't play them regularly, so you're not gonna know them, you know?
Plus, whoever hired you for what you guys are.
Not, but I don't want to say it's what's that word? Their ignorance.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that, but it's just that they're not educated in that way that us musicians are. You get me? That it's like we know the differences and shit.
Yeah.
It's like with everything else. It's like probably with you too.
Yeah.
Like you probably hear someone say like something in general, but you know what they're talking about, but that's not what you mean, like when it comes down to photography or shit like that and all that stuff. So like just for you, it's just a pet peeve for you.
It's like when someone says like I take a good photo. It's like, oh, you must have a good camera.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
that's half the word.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It's like that. So it's just like, you know that they're not being ignorant, you know, but their ignorance that they don't know, they're not educated in that field that you are and shit. It just gets to you because you're like, fuck.
What's the craziest thing that you know, not to throw anyone under the bus, but what's the craziest thing you've seen at a show or at an event?
Oh, I could talk about this one because it's fucking all over there and shit. I ended up so I'm at a show with Omar, right? And we're in fucking the hills of fucking Silmar in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And no reception, way, nothing, way. Like, it's a sick ass event, way. So Omar goes up, I'm on stage.
Yeah.
And like halfway through the show, bro, all of a sudden, fool, like, and I seen that fool, like, he caught my eye before, because he was fucked up. He looked drunk, bro.
Yeah.
Like, fucked up. All of a sudden, I'm looking at him, and he's walking towards Omar.
Who is this?
Some fan that's like just watching the show. But I'm on stage, so I'm looking down, you know.
Was this a private event or was it like a venue?
It wasn't a private event. Like, you could pay to go in and shit, you know. Yeah. But it was just like different artists.
Type thing.
Yeah, it was just but it was a cool little like area, you know. Like it was an actual like event center or whatever. but it was up in the hills.
Yeah,
and, you know.
So this guy's coming up to Omar and
so I see him like walking towards the stage, like not in a bad way, bro, but he just looks fucked up, you know. He's even smiling and all that shit.
Not Omar, the guy walking up towards Omar.
Yeah, guy walking towards Omar, and then all of a sudden, bro, it looks like he was gonna take a picture with them. So Omar's on stage, and that fool goes like that, and I think he was gonna take a picture with them, so I didn't think anything of it, and out of nowhere he just goes boom. He pulls him off stage.
What the
so
fuck?
Luckily, when Omar fell, fucking he held on to the speaker and he didn't fall, and the other people like pushed him up. But as soon as I see that shit fall, boom, I run to him and I grab him, and I was like, hasta me dio lástima, because he looked fucked up. No, I didn't even do that, like I grabbed him and I jumped off stage and I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I was already mad, so I just pushed the shit out of him, fool. And he landed on some tables. He fucking tried to like rush me and shit, but we were both holding each other. Yeah. So none of us were able to like hit. Yeah. But he was getting putazos fucking
from the fans,
from everybody, the staff, everything. And like once I was like, hey, yeah, I'm done. Like, fuck, yeah, get the fuck off me. Yeah. I just feel boom. I was like, what the fuck? So what happened?
That guy hit you?
No way. I got pepper sprayed. By the security from the venue, the dumbass securities from the venue that didn't do their fucking job, Fuck those fools. Sorry if I'm cussing, but fuck those fools.
No pasa nada,
pepper sprayed me,
And that's the thing,
I have a staff shirt on where it says staff, everything.
Like Omar a yellow one, or
like I said, Omar Ruiz, staff, and I get pepper sprayed.
And that's not fun.
Bro, it was the worst 30 minutes of my life, dog. Like, that's the worst shit ever, bro.
Wash your eyes. What happened after that? What happened to the vato?
I don't know if they arrested him or something, but they took him away. But he didn't get pepper sprayed. Yeah. I got fucking pepper sprayed.
Yeah. Like, he got his ass kicked.
But still, I would have rather gotten my ass kicked than pepper sprayed. Like, fuck, bro. Yeah. And so, I have got pepper sprayed with her. And I'm telling you, we're up in the hills, bro. So the nearest fucking 7-Eleven or something is like 15 minutes away, bro.
Nada agua, nada.
So the homies went and they went to go get a case of water from in the venue and shit. Like they had to go buy it and shit. And they're right there just rinsing up. It was the worst 30 minutes ever, bro. Like worst shit. So once it got out of my eyes.
Did Omar keep playing?
No, well I think he did after.
Yeah, and then you guys like bounced?
Then he bounced.
Yeah.
And then so that shit happened and like long story short, I got pepper sprayed, bro. Yeah. Worst shit ever. Like, but it's like
hey, it's part of the game, right?
Part of the game.
Yeah.
Like I know what I got into and shit.
You're in the industry, you're gonna, Yeah, I used to work in bars and, like I remember not, being a bouncer, but like you'd work in the bar scene and you knew like on a weekend. At some point, you learn how to read. You had to read a crowd.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you had to read a crowd. So
like, there's been incidents that fools they're fucked up.
One thing I learned when I used to work at the bar: never be the first one to break up a female fight. Yeah. Don't jump in right away. Like, figure out who they belong to, or because that's a one mistake. I'll tell you a little story with what happened. So I used to work in downtown Fullerton, and there was these two girls pulling their hair, like I see going at it, and my dumbass goes in there and separates them, and I guess one of the vatos of the girl like was like, hey, the fuck, like why is this guy jumping in with this female fight? And all I remember, this guy was about to punch me. I remember this day in slow motion. And there used to be this. He was a busser, Diego, and he was a real cool guy. I went to high school with him. He's a little bit older. Diego, was I'm not tall, so but he's a little bit shorter than me, and he's a smaller guy. Imagine like Café Tacuba, long hair, rockero. He's a cool guy. And shout out to Diego. He's in the industry too. He's like a, like lighting gaffer. Like he does studio work and production. So Diego, out of nowhere, I see this guy like, it was going to be a bad punch. It was like, probably kill me or I don't know. Pero Diego literally jumps and hangs from the guy's arm like by inches, saves me. Right? And then I see this other guy. I don't know if it was the other girl's guy. Like coming towards me. I did catch time to like, and I was lucky enough to like already be like aware, like, okay, I'm not in the right place. And I pushed him, boom, right into the bar. And then that's when all the security showed up. Security, cool guys. They don't know, like, it happened so fast. I was in a chokehold by security. And I was like, and they're like, oh shit, it's Angel. And then, yeah, they broke up the fight. And like, yeah, do not break up a female fight right away. You know, don't fight. But
I've gotten hit by that day that I got pepper sprayed. I don't mean like that. It was like some big chick, she fucking swung at me, bro. So when I felt this shit, I thought she had thrown like a fucking plate of food or something at me and shit.
Yeah.
So she swung. You can see in the like I have the videos. You can see her swinging at me. And I just like she misses me, but she swung at me, fool. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I've had girls swing at me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's why I don't get into shit.
Yeah, no, and in the industry, it's be careful, and it's a fun industry, but yeah, you know, you mix music, you mix alcohol.
I've kicked girls out of backstage and shit.
Yeah,
they're trying to act all dumb and shit.
Yeah,
so sorry, I tell the securities, like, you guys get this lady out and shit. Like, we're just here to take pictures and shit. You know, I try to act as professional as I can.
As you learn, you never know,
learn and shit. Yeah. But it's like sometimes like, fuck, bro, like.
So you're doing this right now. You know, you're working with Omar Ruiz. You're working with Mando Único.
Doing
podcasts. So hopefully, you know, I've been pressuring you, not in a bad way, but you know, it's funny. You know, like Osito hasn't been out here, and I'm not calling him out, but I just, you know, and I say this for myself too. Yeah. Like, time passes, and we talk about ideas. We talk about doing this. We talk about doing that. And it's so easy to let time pass, and other people are just like flying by you, driving by you, and you know, like, it's not about like being like competing against anyone else, or like being in a different place, and we want to like be like
better than people.
Yeah, no, not at all. But we, you know, as a creative, this is my first time being on a camera. I'm never in front of a camera.
How does it feel?
It feels chingon, you know. We're just having a conversation.
I told you. That's why I like it now. You get me? That's why I like doing this shit now.
And you know, like, we're just, you know, podcasts are huge right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how long they're gonna be out, but there's always been a form of podcast radio, right?
Yeah.
Now there's a just, you know, easier accessibility for all this equipment. You can put it on YouTube. Yeah,
because podcasts used to just be on fucking iTunes.
There's YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, IG, Facebook. You know,
Moco Space.
Oh, MySpace, right? Damn, MySpace. Who doesn't remember You had a top 8?
Nah, I had a top 5.
Top 5,
bro. People would fight, fool. People would fight, man.
That's funny.
On my top 5, man.
For those youngsters that don't know what MySpace was, it's what you know, what was before Facebook.
It taught us how to code.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a programmer, but from what I hear, HTML is not code. It's like,
you get me though.
Yeah, no, everyone had
to put code in
to like build your profile,
change our background and all that shit. Like, fuck, I had SpongeBob with the fucking blink, with the grill and shit.
Yeah,
with Soulja Boy as my background.
It was just so new and foreign to us when like there was this platform, this website with everyone that you knew.
Yeah,
and that was like crazy to me at the time to think about. Like,
I don't know what the fuck. No, I'm chilling though, but. Before that, it was like AOL Messenger and shit.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook. But then MySpace, like, the whole top 5, top 10 shit, that was sick, though.
That was funny.
That was sick, because people be like, fuck, what? I was your third, top 3.
Do we owe MySpace for the DM? Who?
I don't
know,
bro. Like, we owe MySpace a
direct message,
bro.
Yeah.
We on MySpace and Soulja
Tom, you remember Tom? Everyone was Tom's friend.
Who the fuck is Tom? He was a creator.
Right, the guy with the whiteboard right there with the white t-shirt. Shout out to Tom wherever he's at.
But we owe a lot to MySpace and to Soulja Boy, dog.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for Soulja Boy, YouTube wouldn't be what YouTube is right now.
Why Soulja Boy?
Bro, Soulja Boy, not that YouTube was already out, but he was like, you could say it was like the
Soulja Boy viral. The guy that had the Dougie?
No, the Crank That.
The Crank That?
Yeah.
Soulja, ¿cómo va?
Soulja Boy up in the hill. Watch you crank and watch me roll.
Okay. Yeah.
So like you could say he was like virally, like Like fuck, he put shit on YouTube way, that music video, like shit like that, the dances that started the dance craze again and shit. Yeah. So the Soulja Boy was out, like a bunch of shit, bro. Like,
but you grew up with that already, cause I mean, in high school, I graduated in 2005, so you know it's almost 20 years ago. Yeah. I don't remember like in my first years of high school having bro, I had like YouTube, or we were still using floppy disk.
I still use floppy disk too. Yeah.
And shout out to you know my other my compas at Pachuco Tattoos, and I like their conversation back in the day because I can relate to like all those conversations they have about back in the day. You know, follow them Pachuco Tattoo back in the day. Subscribe, and you know, hopefully Herschel, and you know, we got Juan, we got Julio, we got George is your homie, right? Homie George. Yeah, man, they're all like hopefully soon reaching 100,000 subscribers, and that's been crazy just to see that. I take no credit at all. But it's just been fun to see that I put a little bit of like help into like the consistency of filming. We filmed episode 15, and this is what we're doing right now. We're filming with one camera, but you know, for anyone that wants to create a podcast or needs a space, and you know they don't want to invest in anything, this is a spot. We have microphones, we got lighting, we got you know everything
too, right?
Yeah, we can change the setup, and pero sí, going back to you know those days of high school, and like
we didn't have YouTube
platforms,
because like when I was like probably up to like my junior year, like this was when Metro PCS like was taking over. Dog.
The walkie-talkie, was that the walkie-talkie?
No, that's Nextel.
That's Nextel. That's right. Yeah.
Metro, they had that unlimited text, unlimited fucking internet, and like all that shit. So it was still like it wasn't even that. Even before that, you had the BlackBerry. Yeah, you go on YouTube. Like but it was like the service wasn't as good, you know? So YouTube, you wouldn't really use it unless you had like good fucking internet or you were at school, you know?
Right.
Until, they started coming out with
the
like,
more advanced phones, the iPhone. I remember when the iPhone came out.
And so all that shit. So like YouTube wasn't that big, bro, until like later on. And then like, that's what I mean, that we owe a lot to Soulja Boy, because it's like the dances, you know, his dance, the Soulja Boy and shit, the crank that, like, he just started having other people putting more videos up on YouTube, more videos. So like it started a craze, like a dance craze, you could say, you know? And like I remember like the shuffling days. Right. Like I was around that during high school. The jerking days.
You're a jerk. And it came back like last year, no? Like it had like a little.
But like that, like all that, people were posting shit on YouTube, you know? So YouTube started getting more popular. And then now it is what it is now and shit.
It's huge. It's huge. Everything is huge. Like there's so many, just an overwhelming amount of like,
dude, like
platforms.
That's what I use. YouTube. I don't use Apple Music. I don't use Spotify. No, I have fucking YouTube Premium, so I get the YouTube Music with it. Okay. You can still get it without it, but it's like you get the YouTube Music. And I love that because YouTube has everything, bro. Yeah. Like shit that's not even in studio that you, or from a clip that you want to see, you could just play it on YouTube Music. Yeah. Like so. Apple has everything, but they don't have the shit that people post on YouTube just on their channel, you know? Yeah. So
if you're a fan of someone, they're posting their content. Yeah, you get and it's addictive. Shit. If you become a fan or you subscribe to someone you like, I mean, I consume YouTube more than I can agree with you with that. Yeah. I consume YouTube more than Netflix or anything. It's like, you know, half the time I'm learning through YouTube, and shout out to YouTube. You know, there's all these creatives and that they put valuable information, but sometimes it's also overwhelming because you're learning information. You're learning through I guess sometimes you're learning or trying to find some information that'll help you out, and you only get bits and snippets of certain topics, and then sometimes you have to go through information that's like not that helpful, and you just waste your time. So you got to be careful with that too. And
that's true.
It's like your time and your attention. You know, it's. Yeah,
that's why the description boxes exist.
Man,
I don't read them, but
I know. Yeah, who do you follow on YouTube that's not music? Do you follow any certain creatives, any certain like entertainment channels, or anyone in particular?
Let's see, who do I follow? That's not music. Let's see.
Do you follow
All Deaf. It's like a comedy thing. They do. It's called Roast Me.
Roast Me? Who's on it? Like
it's just a bunch of like comedians and shit.
All Deaf?
Yeah, that's the name of the company.
Okay.
All Deaf.
Yeah.
And I guess it's part of Def Jam or something. And they do a little thing called Roast Me, and it's like they're in a classroom and they're just roasting each other.
I think I've seen it. I've seen it.
Fucking hilarious, bro. Yeah. I fucking love that shit.
Any Spanish YouTubers you follow?
Spanish. That's
Adrián Marcelo. Have you listened to Adrián Marcelo? No. Adrián Marcelo's dope. Está Escorpión Dorado también. But you were telling me, you're more of a No Sabo kid. Are you?
No, even though that. Like I said, I've always known how to speak it and all that stuff. I just never
practiced it.
Yeah, you get me? I know how to read it. I know how to read it. Everything. Yeah. I've always known Spanish. Mm-hmm. But since I didn't
until we took Spanish.
No, not even them, bro. That Spanish is way different. Yeah. But it's like even then, like since in high school I had to speak it every day because there was people that didn't know English,
Yeah.
And you have to fucking, Yeah. So it's like And then talking to your aunts, talking to your uncles too, like they don't know Spanish sometimes.
Right.
I mean English. So it's like, of course I knew how to speak it, but I didn't use it as much as I started using it in high school and shit. Mm-hmm. So like, bro, like Mexican music, like everything, like
domina las charts right now, those charts.
Bro, Mike Salazar is fucking hilarious.
Who's Mike Salazar? He's a comedian, right?
Yeah. He's Mike hilarious. I watch a lot of I love watching some comedian se llama Oscar Burgos. Es de Monterrey.
Okay, yeah.
He does the Perro Guarumo and I fucking
he does a bunch of characters, right?
Bunch of characters, but I love that character, bro, El Perro Guarumo.
Okay.
Yeah, y El Payaso Pilín. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
So you catch me watching that shit. Brown Bag, I watch Brown Bag.
Okay, I gotta check this out. I don't know.
Yeah, Brown Bag.
Vaguely.
Brown Bag, it's do you know some comedian, some rapper I think of Victor, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
No, it's all good.
And then she hosts radio. Her name's Letty Panichina or something like that. Okay. But it was Letty Martinez. She's in Power 106.
Okay.
So she has a podcast.
She sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I think one of my creative homies mentioned her that they have that podcast and they're looking for a spot, but. Never followed up with that, but I've heard they have a cool podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
like low key it is. Who else? Let's see.
Man, I consume so much trash sometimes, and sometimes I have to.
Vlad TV.
Who's that?
DJ Vlad. He does. He has his own little channel called Vlad TV. He does interviews.
Okay, cool.
So he interviews like rappers, personnels, like pretty good interviews and
that's
shit.
Dope, man.
And that's what got me into like more. It got me more interested. I'm not gonna lie, like watching those interviews and all stuff, like, and then me knowing who I could interview. Yeah, like big people that I can interview, like
Yeah,
it's like fuck, like that's so cool. Yeah, to have that recorded.
I think everything happens for a reason, Teddy. It's crazy. Everything happens for a reason, and I hope we can talk about this. If not, it's cool. I can cut it out. But I reached out to you because like you're talking to. I mean, you're working with my cousin, and and I originally followed was listening to. Los Amigos de Pancho. Yeah, and if you don't feel comfortable talking about this, it's all good. And respects to them, and I don't know them, and I was like reaching out to you. Yeah, Los Amigos de Pancho. And respectfully, like it's funny, like everything happens for a reason, right? And what's his name?
Jerry.
Guapo. El Guapo. He's real cool. I got really cool, cool. Energy. He doesn't speak English, right?
Yeah, a little bit. He understands it. Yeah.
And he was at my and I mean I only mentioned that because I could switch the topic in Spanish so that they can hear it. But everything happens for a reason, right? And like I hit you up and you're like I saw their podcast and you guys are part of my cousin's little circle. Yeah. And I was like, man, I want to help you guys out and respectfully
it's been like a year.
A year and their podcast nothing but like respect and hopefully they grow and they have some viral videos.
We had some too.
Their production needs some love. Yeah, it needs some love, and I'm not an expert, and I'm not calling anyone out, but like I've done this for 5 months barely, and I'm not an expert at all.
And but we did too. That's how we're
like,
here.
Oh, man, I opened this space as a business, and it's been expensive.
Yeah.
Not only with money but with time.
Yeah.
And I like my goal is to help creatives, but what did I say earlier? Like I know what creatives need, but they don't let themselves be helped.
They don't let them, yeah. Exactly.
And that's my goal. And you know, like today feels cool. Like I've never filmed or created any content for myself, and it's not for myself, it's for us, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I like you filmed last week and it was like good vibes.
Yeah, it was.
And it's been chingon right now.
And that was the first time we ever filmed and all stuff.
And shout out to los amigos de Pancho and everyone over there, and you know, everyone's you know.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that that channel or for that podcast, like I wouldn't be doing this shit now. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like
because you know in our los Latinos que se quieren tumbar, que sabe qué, and then you know things don't work out and this and that, and we go through the struggles of all these emotions, and you know, as we get older, we manage our emotions a little bit better, right? And
luckily, like, well, when me and Lucito got out, it was all good. Like I explained, you know, I told him like it's nothing personal, nothing like that. It's just we have different visions. Like, it looks like you guys want to do something and we want to do something else. Like,
right,
it's fine for us to go our separate ways. Like, there's no reason to be mad at each other because we want to do two different things.
Exactly. Like, hey, and you know what? Maybe later on, like, you're gonna grow. Hopefully my business grows, and this is, we filmed today. We weren't planning this. We were here, and
just random.
Maybe this is a start of something. I don't know. But eventually, you guys are creatives, and I feel like we need to stick together. It's all about supporting each other, and you know, it's not an easy journey. And California, cost of living and everything, and time is expensive.
Now that you said that whole like we need to be together and all that stuff, like perfect example, bro. Like, the shit I enjoy right now is that like Kevin, the homie Kevin, way.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin Saldaña, right?
Yeah,
he's good music.
Us with Mandonico, way.
Yeah,
the homie Colocho.
Who's Colocho?
Colocho, the homie Colocho is Eminencia.
Okay, cool.
So him, like that, like just those three that I could personally say, like, bro, like there's because in the music industry there's always hate, bro.
Yeah,
always, bro. But like with them, what they've been showing me and all that stuff, like fuck no, like. It's all love, bro.
Yeah.
Mandonico has duetos with Kevin, way. You know, Kevin has duetos with Colocho. Like, shit like that, you know? They're always hanging out. Like, shit. Like, right now, the musicos, like, they're more united, bro, you could say.
That's dope, yeah.
And it's like,
you think it has to do with, like, a generation, like new generations?
You could say that.
Yeah.
You could say that, too. But it's also the people around them, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, how they're together, us, too, like, the staff and whatever, or the people behind the scenes, we're the same way too.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, we're all cool as fuck with each other.
Yeah.
It's never like hate, nothing. And like, if we need something, we could call up Kevin's manager or something. Hey, do you guys have this? Like, if we let it borrow with a boom, whatever. Yeah. Like shit like that. They could call us. Like shit like that. You get me?
Yeah. You never know. Like in the production world.
Like, I don't like viewing it as competition, bro, because it's like at the end of the day, they might have something that you need that they could let you borrow or something. And you might have something they need. You get me? And it's.
But like, I do have to say this, not with everyone.
Not with everyone,
because we were talking about this, and there is, unfortunately, there's more good people out there than, and maybe you know you bump into certain someone's, and maybe they're not bad people, but maybe they're not good for you. Maybe they're shitty towards you, and you got to be careful with that too. So, you know,
that was one of my mistakes for a lot of years. Just too much trust in people and shit.
It's un mundo de vivos, and you know, like that whole like saying back in the day, you know, like you could agree or disagree. Que el que no tranza y no avanza. And like it's a really bad one, honestly.
It's a really bad one, but it's like at the end of the day,
it comes with our culture because like, you know, like the corruption. Bro,
everybody you know that's up in somewhere big for, you know, it's like those shady stories about them and shit. And that's some shit that I don't want to have. Maybe that's why I'm not. Of course, everybody wants to be famous and have money and shit, you know, but it's like, I don't know, do I really want it?
Exactly.
You know, it's like, because I know what it comes with and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, am I going to be happy? Of course, I want to have enough money, you know, to like support myself, you know, and support people that I love and shit, you know? But it's like, fuck, like, I'm not desperate for it. Yeah. Like, to fucking, quote unquote, sell my soul and shit, you know? Yeah. Fucking just sign a contract just to sign one. Yeah. And then you're fucked, you know? Yeah. And it's like, nah, like, I'm not, that's what I mean by I'm not desperate. You know, of course, I'm doing this for a reason. I'm doing this to build a bigger platform, eventually make money, like shit, you know, like that, you know, build a brand.
It takes consistency, man. Exactly. And I'll say this to you right now, man, we're still here. Yeah. Do it, man. Yeah. And I'm my worst, you know, like, I'm a hypocrite for saying this because like I could do it too, right? And I don't. And all we have is time right now. We have plenty of time. Yeah.
Well, not really, but yes.
Yeah, but we have all we have is right now. The time we have right now. Yeah, exactly. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, but we do have the time right now.
Right now.
And
and that's why we're doing this right now.
Chingon, man.
Because we weren't supposed to film today.
Yeah. I don't think you swung by. I was, you know.
We were gonna go get tacos.
I was,
and then and you're like, let's film. I was like, fuck it. Let's go. Let's film.
No, pues qué chingón, Teddy. Yeah, and you know, follow los the podcast con los osos. Yeah. Podcast, ¿y por qué podcast? ¿Por Motorolos acá?
No sé, güey.
No, les gusta
no sé si se da. Se nota.
Les gusta la jardinería, the pot, like. ¿Qué pedo?
We like flower, pues, you know? Las flores, güey. Yeah. You know, so, las que pues se fuman, pues. Yeah. So.
Gee, man, I can't smoke for, like, shit, man.
Hey, it's not for everybody.
Yeah. But, you know, like, it's a culture. California.
I don't do it just for a culture. I do it for myself. You know? I'm not a follower.
But follow.
Follow us. But yeah, like Osito and me, like, yeah, we like to smoke, you know. We could say we're stoners and shit, but we're active. We're the active stoners.
Yeah. You know? I wouldn't be inactive. You know, like I wouldn't work.
You gotta force yourself sometimes.
Yeah, well, every now and then.
Like, it took me so much to get here, bro. Like, I was like, fuck, do I really want to go? Like, fuck, I'm fucking high. But I'm like, nah, let's go. I need to go.
It's like working out.
Yeah.
Like, to get your ass to the gym, it's hard. But once you're there and you start working out, man, chingon. And something that has helped me, one of my homies was like, just carry your bag, some shorts, and, you know, if you need your tennis shoes or whatever you need to work out, if you're out and about, have it in your car.
Fuck it, boom. So
because if you go back home, you're gonna watch Netflix. Yeah. You know, you're gonna set the way and, you know, go munch out and you know, so and that goes with everything. You know, like, kind of have to prepare yourself to get ready to get
exactly
get active
or a step ahead and shit.
Exactly.
But going back to the name, we put the podcast also is because. Well, yeah, in stoners and shit, but when a lot of like people in Spanish when they say it, like podcast, you know, podcast.
Okay, so it's like a little pun in the like the
pun, you know,
like how they pronounce like
podcast,
or like our moms they say the
podcast,
yeah,
you know, so
that's like cool,
that. So and then it was between that. Or charla, because the original name was Charlando con los Osos.
Charlando con los Osos?
Yeah, which that was the one I made up. Yeah. Well, Osito liked the podcast.
Yeah.
So I just put both of them together.
That's dope.
The podcast con los Osos and con los Osos because I'm Teddy and that's Osito. Check out our corridos.
Yeah.
El Teddy Mando Único, that's my corrido. And then Ositos is El Modo Avión by the homie Emiliano Ayala.
¿Y por qué el modo de avión? Porque anda en las nubes.
Yeah, airplane mode.
Anda en las pinches nubes.
Airplane mode,
That's funny,
Check out corridos on YouTube.
Yeah, that's chingon, man. Well, hopefully this is the first of many, Teddy. Thank you so much. And keep rolling. Let's do this.
For everything right now, bro.
Aquí, pues I don't know what this is. This is I like what you said. A video.
Video diary.
Video diary of you know, today.
Yeah, we'll conclude it.
All right, guys.